Cafe and Slate savings up to $1,000.
We'll see you for our Independence Day sales event. Come experience the Rosner difference.
I feel so lucky that I've had the honor of co-hosting with one of the best in the business. We have been celebrating 25 years of iconic television on America's Funniest Home Videos. Tom has been picking his top 10, and we are up to...
Yeah, don't get that drum out just yet. Before we go to number one of my favorite from AFE...
Oh, you're scaring me. What's going on?
Well, you know, AFE is not the only show that specializes in screw-ups. The Rachel Ray Show has had their fair share, too. Take a look.
I hate all of you.
Is there oil in that pan?
Oh, he just set it on fire.
I can't read it now. What am I gonna do?
Oh, I don't want to show you what's going on back here.
Shattered my best friend, my olive oil cruet, and I have just, well, don't worry, because here's the upside. I have just moisturized the calluses on my heels.
I kid you not. You can open up a bottle of wine without a corkscrew. So all you do is you take your shoe, you find a hard surface, you go like this a few times, and it starts to push that cork out.
I see. Keep going. Keep going. It's really cool. Oh! Mazel tov!
And then you take it out of your shoe. You take that right out of your shoe.
They just held up a sign. Can I show them the sign? I'll get this out of your way.
What I really loved about this...
Now, what goes on in your kitchen, as Julia Child used to say, only you know.
Only you know.
I want to know why you guys were booing my creation. Seriously.
They complimented your flatula, your spatula.
But what's amazing is that now they're more of a domesticated animal.
That's kind of... Yeah. Did she just throw up?
Yeah, she kind of threw up. Oh! I hate when that happens.
And then, oh my God, I hate it when the foil does not want to cooperate. Oh, I don't like you. You know, I could put a sheet pan on top of it, but I wanted to teach that foil a lesson. I'm the boss of you! All right. Thanks for being a part of that, Tom.
I'm glad I got the food first.
And I gave you all those nice compliments. I'm complicit in this debauchery here.
Happily.
Do you have a number one of AFE too?
And I have to tell you, the number two one, the skydiving, and this one are so close. Neck and neck. But this takes the number one spot. I love this video from AFE. Take a look.
This canine's hind leg seems to have a mind of its own, and the pooch is PO'd.
He thinks his own leg's trying to get the ball.
That's right.
I am dizzy from laughing. I have had one of the best hours of my life. Thank you so much.
America's Funniest Home Videos airs Sundays at 7 p.m. on ABC. Dancing with the Stars, Mondays at 8 on ABC. Thank you so much,
New at noon, new details on a murder in suburban Lake Worth. Police say a man killed his mom, tried to kill his dad, too. We'll tell you what set him off.
And which major sporting event sticking by the Confederate flag is when we come back in 30 seconds with local coverage you can count on.
When what's inside is important to your family, choose the family that moves the Miami Marlins. All My Sons Moving and Storage. We're family owned and operated with over 4 generations of moving experience. At All My Sons, you get a guaranteed binded price in writing. So whether we pack the box or you do, or if you're moving 1 mile or 1 state away, let our family move yours. Dial ** move to speak with a moving specialist today. All My Sons, the official movers of the Miami Marlins.
Right now on News Channel 5.
Happening right now, bond denied for the man accused of killing his mother and trying to kill his father, all unfolding in a suburban Lake Worth neighborhood.
Yeah, learning new details about this. The crime happened in the Winston Trails community. The suspect is Thomas Snyders II, and according to PBSO deputies, he murdered his mother with a crowbar and tried to kill his father while the two were getting ready for church. This is video. We're going to get to hear that in just a second right there. There you go. From court today, Schneider making his first appearance. The judge denying bond for the 49-year-old who's charged with murder. His brother was trying to do a welfare check on their parents yesterday when he discovered what happened. And according to the father, Schneiders was recently diagnosed with schizophrenia. He was supposed to go to the doctor yesterday because it didn't seem like his drugs, his meds were working correctly. Schneiders apparently wasn't happy, his father says, that at the appointment, it was kind of made behind his back, and he got angry with his parents as they were getting ready, again, for church yesterday morning. The father went on to say that Schneiders attacked them, his wife, and him, killing the mom. The dad says he played dead in order to stop that attack. We did a little bit more digging on Schneider, and we learned that about a year ago, he was held for psychological evaluation twice within the same week. This is the story we will stay on top of. We will bring you the latest details on News Channel 5 later on at 5 o'clock.
Another big story this midday, the U.S. Embassy in Havana and the Cuban Embassy in Washington will reopen this month. The announcement made this morning by President Barack Obama. He called it a historic step between the two nations in restoring ties after more than 50 years of hostilities.
And later this summer, Secretary Kerry will travel to Havana formally to proudly raise the American flag over our embassy once more. This is not merely symbolic.
All right, latest development, obviously getting some mixed reactions. Juan Rubio, owner of Don Ramon Restaurant in West Palm Beach, was born in Cuba. He says despite the push by the president, he is skeptical at best.
The Cuban people living in Cuba, they are the ones who have it really tough. So hopefully it works out for them. I personally don't think the Cuban government is going to be fair about it, but I hope it works.
Senator Marco Rubio, Republican presidential candidate as well, quick to criticize the plan to open those embassies. Rubio said the Obama administration has made too many concessions and not winning agreements from Havana. Here's what he said. It is a time for our unilateral concessions to this odious regime to end. Senator Bill Nelson, on the other hand, said, I still distrust Castro, but we have to get that regime to open up, stop human rights abuses, and give the Cuban people their basic freedoms.
The 19-year-old caught on camera beating a teenager with autism is now facing 30 years in prison. That video got viral, or actually it went viral, getting international attention. It shows Andrew Wheeler there hitting Aaron Hill. This was at a party in Okeechobee last year. You're not seeing the video just yet, but Wheeler was convicted yesterday of aggravated child abuse. The victim was 16 years old when this happened. Wheeler will be sentenced in August.
Macy's is cutting ties with Donald Trump, saying it's disappointed with the part-time Palm Beachers' comments about immigrants from Mexico. But Trump now saying he's the one cutting the relationship. When Trump announced he was running for president last week, he referred to immigrants from Mexico and other countries as killers and rapists. Macy's said this morning it's pulling the Trump brand merchandise from its stores. It said Trump's comments are inconsistent with Macy's values. Now, Trump said Macy's is supporting illegal immigration. Those are his words in return.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Good afternoon, everyone, and a quick look at the Sebastian Inlet camera this afternoon. Lots of sunshine. Not very many people out on the water, though, are hanging out on the beach today, but it's the middle of the week, so a lot of people at work. Hopefully some people are getting to enjoy the day. Let's take a quick look at temperatures because it is hot. 92, our sensor in Belle Glade, 93, our sensor in Port St. Lucie, 90, Boynton Beach, 88 in Boca. Of course, it feels hotter than that with the humidity. We're going to talk about the heat for the rest of the week and into the weekend, and also chances for rain coming up.
All right, thanks, Glenn. You know, Confederate flags will not be banned from this weekend's Daytona Auto Races, but there will be an offer to exchange the stars and bars for the Stars and Stripes. The flag is banned by NASCAR in any official capacity, but track officials in Daytona say they couldn't call for an outright ban of the Confederate flag from spectators because many had already purchased their tickets to the race. Fans will still be allowed to adorn themselves with that type of flag in the stands and in the infield. Daytona Raceway said this weekend's voluntary exchange program will be implemented until they can find a more permanent solution.
A local car dealer says he is paying the price for patriotism after the county put him on notice, take down the American flag banners or pay a fine. Right around the entrance at the Kia dealership on South Military Trail, maybe you've noticed there are 6 banners flying. This week, the general manager says he was told he is violating county code, which bans banners. He has until July 4th to take them down or pay up to $1,000 a day in fines.
I don't have a problem taking the banners down. If we had banners saying that, you know, we're open or it's a big sale, those are banners. But when you're displaying the American flag, that's a little different. So that's why we're kind of upset about it.
We're trying to reach out to the Palm Beach County Code Enforcement Division. The GM at the dealership says he is going to display his American pride on July 4th, even if he has to pay $1,000. You'll want to know this. New SunPass tolls take effect on state roads today. That increase is 1.6%. You're going to see it over the course of the year, but a single trip, it's not that bad. It's going to cost you probably about an extra quarter if you do the math. Toll by plate drivers will also see an increase.
New research suggesting people in our state are getting sick from eating fish than previously thought. Health leaders say people aren't reporting when they get sick from a toxin called Seguertia. Now, the new study says that's a problem because people aren't learning how to avoid it and doctors aren't looking for it. The toxin is found in bigger fish like barracuda and grouper. It causes symptoms similar to the flu.
Yesterday, deputies along with the FWC hit the lagoon to make sure boaters are following the law and not dumping raw sewage into the sea. Any boat 26 feet long with a cabin has to have working toilets. Deputies check to see if toilets were up to code using a special dye. When you flush, if the dye shows up bright green in the water, they know that sewer system is leaking.
We have enough pressure on this river now with Lake Okeechobee and with discharges. And this is a piece of it, and this is something that we can do at a local level.
Deputies say the problem isn't huge, but the sheriff does want to make sure it doesn't become one. The Fish and Wildlife Commission is seeing more false crawls than usual. That's when a mother comes to shore planning to lay eggs but heads back to the water instead. Authorities say we are usually to blame, and the commission wants to make sure people understand how important it is to stay away from sea turtles.
The Palm Beach Atlantic University family is praying for one of its own. Dr. Jack Calhoun is in critical condition after being involved in a deadly car crash Friday. He has been teaching history and political science at PBA for more than 30 years. His friends and colleagues say he is a wonderful professor who cares about getting his students involved in the community. Right now, the entire university is praying he will get well soon.
We're it's like a giant group of people holding hands and praying for him, for his family, for all concerned.
Calhoun's son, John, was killed in that crash.
We are back in just 60 seconds with more local coverage.
At First Impression Doors and More, we know how important it is for Florida homeowners to have high-performance, hurricane impact-resistant doors, providing security and noise reduction. Custom built to fit your home, enhancing curb appeal. Visit our showroom here in West Palm Beach and call now to save with 15% off new impact-resistant entry doors and windows. And no interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call now 1-800-554-2156.
LaRue's Holiday Weekend Sale has something for everyone and big savings. We have the floor plans and the design expertise for virtually every community, even yours. Our design team has the expertise and passion to create a beautiful living space and a wonderful furniture experience for you. Design options for every budget. And of course, LaRue's design service is always free. So don't miss our Holiday Weekend Sale. Get up to 60% off and $500 worth of free accessories at LaRue.
This right here getting a lot of attention. A beautiful beachside treehouse in Florida. It's in danger of being torn down in a battle that the owners are vowing to take to the state Supreme Court. You're kind of getting a look inside right there. The treehouse is on Anna Maria Island. It's been featured on national TV. But the city of Holmes Beach says it has several code violations. The case went to district court where the panel of judges sided with the city. The city says a treehouse was built too close to the water and there's concern it's not structurally sound. One of the owners, though, isn't giving up.
Just think of yourself being in my shoes, doing nothing wrong, sitting in front and get dragged through all these things. Would you want that?
It's being fair and equitable to everybody here. Everybody needs to play by the rules. That's the way we run things.
The owners have collected signatures on petitions trying to see if they can have the city amend the laws so the treehouse can stay put.
A recall for scuba diving masks because they can break underwater. Listen up, Technosport recalling about 2,600 of its Zero Cube scuba diving masks because the lens can shatter during normal use. Non-conforming glass was used for the lens. Take a look at a picture of what it could look like after it shatters. 12 cases have been reported. No injuries, though. Divers are being told to just stop using the mask and contact Technosport for a replacement. Florida has just made beer drinking a little easier. Starting today, you can now buy beer in a half-gallon growler. Now, previously, craft beer fans could only buy beer to go in either 1 quart or 1 gallon size growlers. We were just one of 3 states in the whole country with that rule. A lot of beer expected to be gulped down this weekend for the 4th of July holiday for sure. You know, historically, the 4th has been the largest beer sales week. According to a market research company, the first time since 2004, beer sales in the summer have exceeded a record $11 billion. That was last year that happened. Now, 500 million cases and more than 145 billion ounces of beer are expected to be consumed. A lot at your house, huh?
Well, we're not really beer drinkers, but I don't know.
Over
you never
Glenn's
know, that
house.
could change.
Glenn's house.
2014, the last time we saw something like that. So, yeah, big drinking holiday. Listen, we want to show you this coming up, a dramatic rescue in the Rapids. We'll tell you how first responders used a drone to save 2 boys.
Plus, it's not just final exams that's worrying college students. What else is causing so much stress?
Good afternoon again, everyone. Well, we showed you the Sebastian Inlet camera a moment ago. Here's the Boca Beach cam. So this is where the people are, a little quieter up along the northern Treasure Coast, but a lot of folks down on the beach say, hey, look at that. Little game of catch going on right there. Let's see. Go long. Go long. Go long. Oh, all right, pretty close. All right, we'll have your complete forecast through the weekend coming up.
When it's 5 o'clock on News Channel 5, you need to know what's happening right now. Steve Winkle with weather, safety, and accuracy right when and where you need it. WPTV News Channel 5.
On an all-new Wendy, I'm holding court in Hot Topics. Oh. Plus, we talk to Grammy winner Miguel, and he performs live.
Today at 3 on WPTV News Channel 5.
It's the I-95 RV show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this new Fleetwood Discovery diesel pusher, discounted over $118,000. The I-95 RV show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
If you need to make a workers' compensation claim, call Gordon and Donner at 333-3333 or visit fortheinjured.com.
The biggest morning team in South Florida today on 5 on WPTV News Channel 5.
Yeah, I like it. I love
the 6th Annual Florida State Poker Championship, July 6 through 28, with over $1.3 million in guarantees. Sign up in our poker room or at pokertickets.com. Play more, be happy. That's how we roll at Isle Casino, Pompano Park.
We'll have you smiling again. Ferber Dental Group.
Thought about getting dental implants, but held off because you thought you couldn't afford them? Now you can. At the Ferber Dental Group, our implants start at just $4.99. Our experienced doctors have an expert, affordable solution to solve your dental problems and a payment plan to fit into your budget. So call the Ferber Dental Group today, and we'll have you smiling again.
Now open in Boca and Lake Worth.
It's the I-95 RV show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this new Winnebago Mini, discounted to just $156 per month. The I-95 RV show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
I want you to check this out. Two young boys, talk about a dramatic rescue. They were caught in the rapids. They were using inner tubes when they got stranded on a rock that you see right there. One of them had a life jacket, but the other didn't. So rescuers used a drone to get a life jacket to that child. The water was so rough, these trained pros had a hard time getting to the kids, but fortunately, eventually, they did.
Wow, good ending to that story. You know, final exams are not the only thing college students are worried about these days. A new study finding 70% of college students are stressed out about money. Survey very revealing, saying 60% worry about not having enough money to pay for school, and half are concerned about their monthly expenses. In fact, almost 1/3 said they have neglected their studies at some point because of money they owed. However, 3/4 of students polled said they believe college is still a great investment.
New research reveals obese female teenagers are less likely to use contraception than their normal weight peers. A University of Michigan study focused on 900 young women, some obese, some not. Those who were excessively overweight didn't use contraception as much. Those who did use birth control were less likely to use it consistently. Researchers say low self-esteem may hinder overweight teens from asking their doctor about contraception or buying it at the pharmacy. Weight did not play a role in other sexual behaviors like the number of partners or length of relationship.
There's a new trend, and boy, doctors calling it a dangerous one. Yeah, look at this picture. You'll see what we're talking about. People putting sunscreen on just certain parts of their body and creating designs on the burned areas. Doctors warn people, just don't do this. Skin cancer, it's the most common form of cancer in our country.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
And I'm sure Dr. Soria will have a thing or two to say about that. Do you, Doctor? You don't have to say it right now. We'll ask you in a minute. It's ridiculous, though. Here's a quick look outside at our Live 5 camera, Peanut Island and Singer Island, and things looking good. It started off a little cool this morning thanks to the rain-cooled air from overnight. We had some heavy rainfall across the area. Now, temperatures climbing into the upper 80s in Okeechobee, low 90s in Vero Beach. Look at Port St. Lucie, our sensor there, just kicking up to 94 degrees. The record high along the Treasure Coast is 99 today. I don't think we're going to get there. And I don't think we're going to break any records today, but we're going to be in the ballpark, and it's certainly going to feel hotter than that with the humidity. It already does. 90 in West Palm and Boynton Beach, and all the way up in Stewart there, 94 at our sensor in Belle Glade. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on. We don't have any rainfall in our area right now. It's really quiet. There is quite a bit of rainfall actually up to the north, moving through north and central Florida. And when we put the winds in here, you can see the winds streaming across the state from west to east. That's not the case down in our area. You got a little high pressure here. So along the Treasure Coast, we actually have winds coming in from the northwest. But as you get down into Palm Beach County, the wind's coming in from the east. So what does this mean for us? It means that showers and thunderstorms that develop up to our north will push over toward the Treasure Coast, especially northern Treasure Coast later on today. But in Palm Beach County, the other direction. Rainfall is going to push from east to west. So watch Vipercast through the afternoon. Here's 2:30. You see some showers starting to pop up here. A few thunderstorms up to the north. Here's 6 o'clock tonight. Notice in Palm Beach County, the rainfall move in this direction over to the west, but up along the Treasure Coast, the rainfall pushing over toward the coast. So we could see some rainfall during the evening hours, especially along the Treasure Coast later on today, and then things quiet down overnight. And actually rain chances go down tomorrow and for Friday. So today, high temperatures, low to mid 90s, heat index around 100 degrees, a little bit higher than that in spots with the humidity there. It feels much hotter than the actual temperatures. Rain chances go down a little tomorrow and Friday, but will pick up a little bit on Saturday. But here's the good news for the 4th of July. Most of the rainfall looks like it might come down during the afternoon hours on Saturday and then should really start to clear up during the evening. So I think most fireworks shows should be okay. The ground's going to be a little wet though after some afternoon rainfall.
Glenn, I asked Dr. Soria here, and he gives a big thumbs down to that decorative sun burning, if you will, on that story before. But when I refer to the doctor, I'm talking about Dr. David Soria, the Chief of Emergency Medicine at Wellington Regional Medical Center, here to answer your common health questions as we do every week on this time. And we're talking about heat exhaustion and heat stroke today. What's the difference, doctor?
Well, one is more serious than the other. Heat exhaustion is when your body starts to get real dehydrated because you're out in the heat a little too long and you're not keeping up with your fluids. And so from that fluid loss, you start to develop symptoms like headache, nausea, vomiting, dizziness. And your temperature, though, remains normal, and you're very, very sweaty. So when this occurs, very important, you stop, get in the shade, drink plenty of fluids. Heat stroke is another animal. That is a medical emergency. That's when your body is unable to keep up with cooling itself. You become dry, very hot, temperatures greater than 104. You become confused and you can even go unconscious. So if you see a colleague, if you work out in the heat every day, you're working, you see a colleague that develops these type of symptoms, please call 911. But prevention is the key. Stop every 15, 20 minutes, have a glass of water, go out in the shade, get out of the heat, prevent it.
Yeah.
You'd be much better off, obviously.
When we get to those heat stroke symptoms, time is of the essence.
You bet.
Get them to a health professional. Can heat cause migraine headaches? And is there a treatment for that, doctor?
You know, there is. And heat is a known trigger. Matter of fact, there was a study some time back that showed, they looked at 7,000 patients, and what they found was very interesting. For every 9 degrees change in temperature, it's about an 8% increase in migraine trigger.
Wow.
But, you know, and that goes for both ways, though, up or down. And what they found was that it wasn't necessarily the abrupt or the absolute temperature. It was that change. So even if you went from 60 to 70 degrees, you can actually trigger a migraine more than if you went from 90 to 95 degrees.
Okay.
So the bottom line is know your triggers and know that you have to get acclimated to it, and that will prevent you the suffering in the long run.
Definitely stay safe in this hot weather right in the middle of summer here. Hey, if you have a question for Dr. Soria, go to our website, WPTV.com. The right-hand side, just scroll down and click there, and you can enter your question. Hopefully, the doctor can answer it for you. All right, we'll be right back after this.
It's early morning. You're up because, well, the work never stops.
The weather team is so important to me because I need accurate, reliable information.
WPTV Storm Team 5, only in one neighborhood that matters, yours.
I have to know what and where the weather is happening.
Showcasing the storm from every angle.
I'm watching and waiting on that radar to find out what my afternoon's going to look like.
Storm Team 5, the only morning weather team. Today on 5 on WPTV News Channel 5.
Hello, Jupiter Tequesta. I need some help with my air conditioning.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
Make a great first impression with a brand new fiberglass and wood entry door from First Impression Doors and More. Our hurricane impact resistant doors are designed to help protect your home from wind-borne debris. Beautiful fiberglass and mahogany wood entry doors that add security, protection from intrusion, and energy efficiency. And we have impact resistant windows that help insulate your home so you can keep that summer heat out. Visit our showroom at 346 Pike Road here in West Palm Beach, just west of the Florida Turnpike and east of the South Florida Fairgrounds. Now's a great time to upgrade your home and take advantage of special savings with 15% off impact-resistant entry doors and windows. Plus, no interest for 12 months with approved credit. Call First Impression Doors and More now to schedule your free, no-obligation in-home consultation. Remember, 15% off impact-resistant entry doors and windows for a limited time. Call 1-800-554-2156.
Hello, Jupiter Tequesta? I need some help with my electrical.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
During the July 4th sale, discover tremendous values on everything you need to sleep. Save 10 to 20% below the sale prices of our competitors and take advantage of interest-free financing until 2017.
Sleep better and save more. Only at City Mattress.
Hi, I'm Mike Sonsini, one of the owners of Screen Builders. You may have seen news reports about a fraudulent company with a name similar to ours. I'd like to set the record straight. Our company, Screen Builders, has been serving the South Florida community for 28 years. We don't cut corners. So remember, we're the original Screen Builders. We're here to stay and will continue serving you with honesty, integrity, and customer service.
Get your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
Getting ready for 4th of July treats, Howard in Mr. Food's Test Kitchen has taken his show out of the studio.
All right, he's on a ship, but it's not your typical cruise. Check it out.
We're out of the kitchen and on the deck of the USS Cole, a U.S. Navy guided missile destroyer which has been defending our country for nearly 20 years. To keep a ship like this running smoothly, it takes a crew of more than 300 sailors working around the clock. And to honor them, the folks who bring us avocados from Peru are on board serving the crew a powerhouse breakfast.
It is a true honor for me to be here, and I want to thank you for your service and commitment in protecting this great nation and the world.
And besides the traditional breakfast fare, I have to tell you, the hit today has to be these avocado breakfast boats. Get it? Breakfast boats for the sailors. To make them, all we do is cut a ripe avocado in half, remove the pit, and scoop out the creamy inside. After chopping it, we mix it with some tomatoes, onions, cilantro, and a bit of salt, and finish it with a squeeze of lemon or lime. And when you fill these shells with the scrambled eggs and top it off with the fresh avocado salsa, you can bet your gang will be lining up. I do hope you'll go online and get the recipe for our avocado breakfast boats, so you can take advantage of all the tasty avocados from Peru, which are in season now through the end of the summer. I'm Howard with the crew of the USS Cole, wishing you a 4th of July filled with health, happiness, and boatloads of, ooh, it's so good.
Boatloads.
I get it, boatloads?
Yeah, he just had to get that one in there. Listen, look up the recipe again. Maybe you'll use it this weekend. We made it easy to find, WPTV.com/Mr. Food. Now, hopefully we have a boatload of great weather.
Oh, wow. Way to tie it all in there, honey.
Nice.
Here's a quick look. By the way, if you're out tonight around 7:56, you're going to see the moon rising up. It is the full moon in July, known as the full buck moon. Actually, 2 full moons during the month of July. The last one, the second one will be on July 31st. The second full moon of the month is called the blue moon. You may have heard of it.
Blue moon.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike wants to sing for us.
Okay.
Well, we'll let him sing once the show ends.
Here, I'll start right now.
Oh, we gotta go.
It's the I-95 RV show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this new Thor Motor Coach 4 Winds, discounted over $56,000. The I-95 RV show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
This year, Winn-Dixie has chosen to honor Independence Day by honoring those who sacrifice for us. Every cent of every dollar of profit Winn-Dixie makes will be donated to Wounded Warrior Project. So please, for full details and to donate, visit your local Winn-Dixie store this Independence Day. Because this Independence Day is Wounded Warrior Project Day at Winn-Dixie.
I love the new place.
Thank you. We used a designer from Haverty's to help blend all of my stuff with Dave's One Good Chair.
I love it.
It reminds me of when we blended our furniture.
Yeah, Ryan helped me get all my stuff just the way I like it.
And Emily helped me get all of my stuff right to the curb.
That was a great day.
Yeah.
Refresh your space at Haverty's with savings in every room. Plus, enjoy 36-month no-interest financing. Haverty's, discover something new.
At H.H. Gregg, the 4th of July sale is hotter than ever. 0 down and 0 interest till January 2018. Up to 35% off appliances.
Greg's got it.
A Samsung refrigerator, $9.99. A Samsung front-load washer or dryer, $4.99.
Greg's got it.
Get 0 down and 0 interest till January 2018. Top brands, low prices, fast delivery.
Greg's got it.
What do a NASCAR driver,
a comedian, and a professional golfer have in common?
We talk to our doctors about treatment with Xarelto. Xarelto is proven to treat and help reduce the risk of DVT and PE blood clots.
Xarelto has also been proven to reduce the risk of stroke in people with AFib, not caused by a heart valve problem.
For people with AFib currently well managed on warfarin, there is limited information on how Xarelto and warfarin compare in reducing the risk of stroke.
I tried warfarin before, but the blood testing routine and dietary restrictions had me off my game.
Not this time.
That was Xarelto.
I'll have another Arnold Palmer.
Make mine a Kevin Nealon. Really, Brian?
Hey, safety first.
Like all blood thinners, don't stop taking Xarelto without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of a blood clot or stroke. While taking, you may bruise more easily, and it may take longer for bleeding to stop. Xarelto may increase your risk of bleeding if you take certain medicines. Xarelto can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling. If you have had spinal anesthesia while on Xarelto, watch for back pain or any nerve or muscle-related signs or symptoms. Do not take Xarelto if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. Tell your doctor before all planned medical or dental procedures. Before starting Xarelto, tell your doctor about any kidney, liver, or bleeding problems.
Xarelto has been prescribed more than 11 million times in the U.S.
And that number's growing.
Like your guys' scores.
With Xarelto, there is no regular blood monitoring and no known dietary restrictions.
Treatment with Xarelto was the right move for us.
Ask your doctor about Xarelto.
If you're looking for a full-featured RV experience, but in an easy and fun vehicle to drive, then a Class B RV from La Mesa RV is for you. We carry all the top brands at everyday low discounted prices. Class B motorhomes for the active lifestyle at La Mesa RV of Port St. Lucie.
Welcome to Let's Ask America. I'm Bill Bellamy, and we have 4 amazing people from all across the country on their webcams trying to win up to $35,000. So let's meet them. From Savannah, Georgia, give it up for Abby. From Nashville, Tennessee, it's Blake. From Long Island, New York, it's Larry. From Alexander, Arizona, it's Aisha. Welcome, everybody. We asked America their opinions on a bunch of fun topics. All you guys have to do is guess what America's thinking, and you win the big money. If you're ready to have some fun, say yeah. All right, this first question is worth $100 and has 2 possible answers. The answers are a sugar daddy, a Jolly Rancher. And the question is, which type of guy do women in Wyoming admit they fantasized about shacking up with? A sugar daddy, a Jolly Rancher. All right, here we go. Let's go to Savannah, Georgia, and welcome Abby. Welcome to the show. Tell me about yourself and everybody that's with you today.
Well, I am the incredible instructor of the Legacy School of Irish Dance, and these are some of my fabulous, fantastic, internationally ranked Irish step dancers.
What?
Yep.
Now,
Puerto River dance, they got nothing on us. Nothing.
So, Abby, I've never seen an Irish step dancer before. Can you give us a little taste of what it looks like?
Yeah, I'd love to show you. Those girls are fabulous. Ready, girls? 5, 6, 7, 8.
Flawless. Well, you're obviously doing a great job, Abby. Congratulations to the amazing step dancing team behind you. It's time to win money for everybody. Flip them around. Okay, we got 3 for Sugar Daddy, 1 for a Jolly Rancher. With 55% of the vote, the correct answer is a Sugar Daddy. All right, Abby, Larry, and Aisha, all on the board with $100. The next question is worth $150.